I mean, a lot of your songs kind of seem like they revolve around like relationships. Like, what kind of goes into the process of writing for you?
Yeah, I mean, everything in terms of so far that I've released is very much a true story, whether that's a relationship I've had or an experience or an emotion I've had. I try to be as like candid and authentic in the music as possible. I also have just never been a writer that, at least up until now, can like hear someone else's story and then like create something for them. It's just like really been very much like a place where I kind of can internally process things and then get it out onto paper and make it into something that I yeah can look back on later and just like be proud of. So I feel like a lot of the time it is a real story for me. So that's a good thing and a bad thing, of course, because then of course like there's no hiding behind the music in any capacity. But yeah, I just try to be as open as I can, and I tend to write a lot of things by myself and then kind of bring in a half finished song or verses into a session and just kind of finish it there with someone that I am close to or trust or have been writing with for, hopefully years at that point. So
You recently went out on tour, hitting Boston, and what was touring like? And was there any specific moment that kind of stood out to you?
touring was great. I mean, I'm in general, I've been on the road a little bit more since about like November 2023, I think was my first opening, slot for someone for another band on tour. So yeah, I mean, I would say the last one was fun and I knew the band prior, going into it because we both live in Nashville and we've like, done some writing together and things like that. So definitely already had kind of a rapport with them and felt comfortable with that. And then yeah, just anytime I get to be on stage and travel, it's exciting.
After seeing your show or hearing your music, what do you want fans to take away from that?
I definitely want them to take away just any type of emotion that kind of leads into either like some type of self-awareness, because I feel like a lot of time when I listen to music, if it's an artist that also happens to be really aware of themselves and like honest in the lyrics, it kind of like makes me think of something about me or just an experience I've gone through and helps me kind of like realize some things about whatever the thing is about myself or the experience. And I just like to put a lot of like hard truths in my music. I like to be very direct in my lyrics as well. There's not like tons of room to guess what I'm saying. It's kind of honest and just right there. So I would definitely want someone to be able to take away that piece of it and maybe just like have them think a bit after listening about, whatever I was, topic wise writing about in that and how it would relate to their life, I guess. And also just the feeling of, being understood and relating to me. I think like music is very broad, of course, and there's a lot of music out there, and every artist wants to build community. I think that's just like every artist's goal, or at least it should be, right? Like, what's really the point if you're not trying to do that? But I do think, yeah, I really like love outside of music, like any type of self-awareness tools, whether that's, attachment styles or Enneagram or just like personality tests. And I use those things that I'm like nichely interested in my writing style. It just like helps me come up with like words and language and things to kind of describe my own experience. And so, yeah, I'm really interested in just like being able to, yeah, make music through that lens and have people kind of understand themselves in a deeper way, I guess.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Of course. Thank you.